Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. This is the second in a series of videos. We're going to study Tua Tagovailoa, the freshman quarterback last year at Alabama, and all 77 of his pass attempts.
77. What did I say?
77.
In 2017. Part one, I'll link it for you here on the screen and in the comments. It was his first outing, his first appearance, 9 throws against Fresno State. Now, in that video, I did get the plays just slightly out of sequential order.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up in the comments. Now, up next, his next 14 throws.
14.
That's going to include 4 throws in the next game against Colorado State. Just mop-up duty. They were blowing him out. They didn't really air it out. But he went 1 for 4. And then the next game against Vanderbilt, 10 throws in which he had a great game throwing the football. Let's take a look. His 10th pass attempt of the year was his first throw against Colorado State when he got in the game in the late third quarter. They're going to mesh it back here with the running back, and I think he's reading it, but slipped that tight end out against man-to-man. You'll see number 2 blocks right away, and so it's some form of screen play action call. Get it to the tight end. He just doesn't catch it. Initially, it looked like fumble, but it's an incomplete. He never had possession of the ball. Next pass attempt in the ball game comes on a 3rd and 3 in the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter. They really want to convert this, and they go tight end, 2 receivers up here. So it's trips over here on this side. Going to motion across and get him involved in a little reverse out play fake. Try to hold the defenders here so you can roll your quarterback out of here. What they really want to do is either get a deep ball on the rollout or hit your back in the flat for a first down, and they get him open here. When he reverses out this way, so he loses sight of the unblocked defensive end, and you're hoping that he comes down inside and chases a speed sweep. Instead, he goes for the QB, forces him to kind of roll. And keep in mind, a right-handed quarterback is going to make this throw right here a lot easier than the lefty who's got to flip his shoulders around. So he flips, puts it on his back shoulder, misses him, and they really wanted that. He's got to make that throw, and Saban gets after him on his way to the sideline. The next throw and the third throw in this game is they motion across and try to run a screen. They're going to get what looks like man-to-man. So in the motion, it doesn't fool anyone. They jump on the screen. He has to throw it away. I'll show you what I'm talking about on the motion. This is 2-by-2, receiver and tight end, and then 2 receivers on this side. But when they motion across to trips, initially they line up what looks like a cover 3 guys deep, the corners with cushion. But when they motion him across, the defender's going to run with him, which usually signals man-to-man coverage call pre-snap. So when he chases him, and that's the thing, I mean, they're blocking the whole way, and there's really nothing to stop in this man-to-man from that defender jumping all over the receiver and just kind of blowing the play up. So the defensive call is what blew this play up and forced an incomplete throwaway. And his 4th and final pass attempt in this game against Colorado State, his 13th throw of the year, is just a screen this side of the field side on a 3rd and 9 play, trying to get some of it back. So 4 throws against Colorado State, mop-up duty, just kind of getting the game over with. Goes 1 for 4 and gets chewed out once in the ball game. So he comes back the next week. Jalen Hurts led him to the blowout lead over Vandy. In comes Tua Tagovailoa, and the freshman threw the ball 10 times in Nashville and really showed out. First throw against Vanderbilt was his 14th attempt of the year, and he's just going to drop back, throw to the tight end out in the flat on a 1st and 10 play. Here's what I noticed about the play. First of all, you got trips over here to this side with the tight end and a single up receiver on the backside, so it's 3-by-1. And in the TV shot, you got 4 down. There's 2 linebackers essentially in the box. And so that means there's a defender out here somewhere. They either got a defender off screen or they don't have enough guys on the field, one or the other, for Vanderbilt. But this is what I find interesting. This safety is actually going to cover this tight end man-to-man. That's what they're running over here on this side of the field. And it doesn't look like it. It kind of looks like a cloud zone with that underneath defender there. But it's not. It's man-to-man, man-to-man here versus the curl, and this safety running all the way here to try to cover the tight end. And so when he looks at it over there, basically what he has working is you do have the inside route, but on the outside you got curl, and you're getting a flat underneath. It's old flat curl concept. And with this safety running out of the middle of the field to go cover it, again, if there's a defender back there, we can't see it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He's got the option to hang in there and throw this curl route right here for a first down. It's just the safety's coming all the way over here, and it just seems like the right throw, so it's hard to fault him on first down and 10. His next pass attempt right after that on 2nd and 7 against Vanderbilt is interesting. He sees this corner lined up kind of on an inside leg of the receiver instead of head up over here into the short side of the field. And you got two receivers here. You got a slant working on this side and a hitch up here. And whether it's an adjustment or not, this is a deal where receiver and quarterback understand that with that alignment, he may be coming on a Cobra blitz, and that's exactly what they get. And the freshman quarterback throws the hitch route for a first down right where the corner left. It's really smart. Third pass attempt against Vanderbilt is his 16th throw of the year. Look what he has. Ball on the right hash. Go two receivers wide side, two receivers into the short side. And they give him a cloud coverage look to the field, but into the boundary up there on the sideline, it's just one-on-one with his best receiver. They lock him up in man. Freshman quarterback sees it and wants to take that matchup. 1, 2, 3, put it on him. It's a really nice throw. His fourth throw against Vanderbilt, 17th of the year. You got trips for him, including the back up here to his right into the boundary. Go vertical, out route with a tight end, and run that back in the flat. And really, on 1st and 10, you're trying to get a read off this guy. But what they do is force the issue. What they do is force the issue with the end in his face. Got to unload it quickly to the back. Fifth throw against Vanderbilt is his 18th pass attempt of the year. They go 2-by-2, 4 receivers. And Vanderbilt locks everybody up in man-to-man underneath with one safety over the top. So it's man-free. And really, it's hard to see what they do on the outside, but on the inside, they're trying to really, I think, run verticals against that single safety in the middle. And on the hash, right now, what he's seeing is you can see his eyes are where they're supposed to be. They're on that safety. That's who he's looking at. But I think he's just a little impatient in the pocket right here. Decides to leave early. You saw a little double clutch and back up, and now is about the time that you're getting a guy open that you could try to drive it in there or throw it up top. But he's a little impatient, reverses out left, and just has to throw it away. Throw number 6 against Vandy is his 19th of the year, and this is going to be a touchdown. Let's watch it first, and then I'll come back and show you how it happens. They've got bunch on the left, 1, 2, 3, crosser in the middle, throws it on dead run at the 10 and in for a touchdown. This is a smart play call, first of all, because they've still got that single safety back there trying to man it up underneath and rush 6 to get the quarterback, which he can block. So instead of verticals out here and let them run together, now they're going to cross them up in the middle of the field, and number 2 on the left is who gets open against man-to-man. The other thing is the protection. I really like the protection right here. So you got 5-man protection with your offensive line. You can block 6 with that tight end, and the back's going to stay in there and help as well. So it's really 7-man protection. You had a linebacker step in here and trying to twist around. And look at the freshman back, Harris, who's going to pick that up. And it allows his quarterback to make that throw across the field. TV gave you a shot from behind. Again, I'm impressed with the back. He sees who he's got in protection and is going to pick him up when he comes back around. Really nice job by the back to pick up and help. It helps his quarterback be able to step up and throw that crosser. His 20th pass attempt of the year is his 7th throw against Vanderbilt. And it's just going to be screen, tunnel screen back this way the whole way. So it does go for pass attempt. Throws it in there, screen. Young receiver trying to reverse that field completely, and it's hard to do that in the SEC. Throw number 21 on the year, his 8th attempt against Vandy. You know, he threw the touchdown earlier in the ballgame with guys crossing, and this is a similar deal where they're going to cross them up just out of a different formation. But really what's impressive to me is the athletic ability of the quarterback. He just makes a play right here in the pocket. You see the back and the tight end stay in. The back gets beat, avoid one guy, spin away from another, step up, and throw a touchdown. So impressive. Going back and watching it again, 6, who's lined up here into the boundary. If you watch him, he runs that cross, then sees that his quarterback's in trouble and heads upfield and gets open for the touchdown. The other thing is this time the freshman gets beat, the running back does, in the protection, but his quarterback's got the ability to make the play. 6 turns it upfield, spin, see a guy, and just out of instinct throw a touchdown. Really an impressive play, and the entire Vandy student section was impressed. 22nd attempt of the year is his 9th throw against Vanderbilt. He gets man-to-man all the way across the board on all 4 of his receivers with a free safety sitting back here way off the screen. And what he's going to do is just read the double slants up top against man-to-man. It's an easy read as the linebacker covers the tight end, zips it in there on the slant, and then he's got an athlete to go make a big play. And finally, his 23rd attempt of the year out of 77 is his 10th throw against Vanderbilt. Look what they do to him again, just like you've seen a bunch with him in the game, is they're playing man coverage underneath on all 4 receivers for Alabama with 1 free safety deep. Now, I really like this read by the quarterback. Watch the play first. He's going to read the short side and throw to the tight end, tight window for a first down. But I wanted to come back and show you what he's seeing here, which I really like. You notice, okay, Vandy's got essentially 4-3 right here. It's really a nickel package, so I'm assuming that's a safety and man-to-man. So 4 down and 2 linebackers. The route he knows he has is inside release and get out of the way on the short side so you can get outside release and run that out route here one-on-one by the tight end. It's also got a slant that you might want to throw on this 3rd down play for a first down, but watch his eyes on the snap. What I see is a freshman quarterback with his eyes where they're supposed to be, not guessing, looking right at who is the middle linebacker right there. And he's understanding, I got linebackers sitting right in the middle of this field where I'm running this slant, so he's not going to think about it. He's coming away from it. So he sees them sit and immediately is going to come back here and find the one-on-one matchup. Sees the clear, knows his tight end's one-on-one, and then fires it into a tight window for a first down. That's a really veteran play. So to wrap it all up in this study of Tua, he went 1 for 4 for 0 yards against Colorado State. And then the very next week gets in the game, goes 8 for 10 against Vandy. I think it's like 103 yards and threw 2 touchdowns in the ball game. So there you go. That's the second video in this series of studying Tua and his freshman year, 77 throws against 77 throws in that freshman season. So in these first 2 videos, you've seen 23 attempts, his first 23 pass attempts as a college player, a true freshman. And in those 23 attempts, he's now thrown 3 touchdown passes. We probably should have been able to kind of see the big moment coming.
Didn't you see the signs? I saw the signs.
And we all know that he certainly had that big moment at the end of the year. So we're 23 pass attempts in, continuing along, studying Tua, and got several more to go. Part 3 in the series coming up. Appreciate you watching. If you like this, do me a favor. Check out the folks over at RenaissanceNation.com, some of the stuff that they're providing for you. If you like video, you're going to like some of the things they have. It's RenaissanceNation.com. And if you have a question, a comment, feedback, if you need me to fix something or let me know I got something out of order, you can comment or hit me up on Twitter. I'm Radio Wyatt on Twitter. Same thing on Instagram, Radio Wyatt there. And my Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Wyatt. Thanks for watching. See you next time.